presence among us, and we ask your blessings in all that lies ahead. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Mr. Savoda will now recite our FISD vision and mission statement.
The FISD vision statement is character, knowledge, and confidence. Our mission statement is FISD is committed to the development of innovative, lifelong learners who possess character traits to achieve personal and professional success.
Dr. Odom will now recite our FISD goals, please.
The FISD goals are excellent student outcomes, superior workplace environment, exceptional customer service and community engagement, and strategic resource management.
We will now do a round robin of the board recital of the FISD core beliefs. Our FISD core beliefs are: in FISD, we believe all students feel safe and supported in a developmentally and academically challenging environment.
Families are welcome partners in their children's education.
Faculty and staff are compassionate, dedicated, adaptable individuals who are student-centered.
Campus leadership is fair, equitable, and clearly communicates and engages with stakeholders.
Superintendent and central administration lead with integrity, transparency, and clear communication to provide a well-resourced educational environment.
Trustees provide student-centered and fiscally responsible leadership in transparent and ethical support of all stakeholders.
Ms. Reed will now recite our overview of the good governance and code of ethics.
Each month, we highlight one of our good governance indicators and code of ethics that the FISD Board of Trustees follow to promote the best interests of the district as a whole. This month, the code of ethics we are highlighting: honor and conduct. I will tell the truth. I will share my views while working for consensus. I will respect the majority decision as the decision of the board. I will base my decisions on fact rather than supposition, opinion, or public favor. Our good government indicator for the month is the board monitoring strategic plan implementation and district success in a formal, scheduled manner.
Thank you all. We will now have some recognitions for those FISD teachers and paraprofessionals of the year. Dr. Lewis.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to call Ms. Jessica Stonish up to recognize our paraprofessionals of the year first. We have a paraprofessional of the year from each campus, and I know she'll probably mention this, but we'll also be having an employee banquet later this week to recognize these individuals as well. So turn it over to Ms. Stonish.
Well, this is the best part of my job. It's my most favorite part also, to recognize all of our awesome paraprofessionals and teachers and staff members. It's the best thing that I get to do. So every year we have a paraprofessional of the year, and those paraprofessionals are nominated by their campuses, nominated by their peers, and then voted on by their entire campus staff. And so we'd like to recognize all of these wonderful ladies up here standing with me tonight. So we have Miss Kathy Westcott from the Early Childhood. We have Jessica Witt from Floresville Middle School. We have Miss Gloria Martinez from Floresville High School.
honor. This is really an honor because I have the best administrators that anybody could ask for.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. And then with Roxy Robles from Floresville South Elementary. And Marcia Kind from Floresville North Elementary. And all these amazing paraprofessionals of the year will also be honored at our employee banquet on Thursday evening. So congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
We consider you're the behind the scenes heroes, right? Without your support, your guidance, the learning that's taking place in the schools wouldn't happen. You help everything go smoothly. We're so proud of you. We're proud to have you on our team and look forward to more recognition for you at the banquet. Congratulations.
I was leaving.
Well, come on in, Jessica.
Ms. Reed. There. Ready? 1, 2. One more. 1, 2.
Anybody else want to come up and take a few more? Oh, got one over here. Thank you, Doug. If you don't mind shaking the board's hand, thank you very much. Congratulations. Very much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So happy that you're staying here. Thank you. So excited.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
All right, I believe now we're going to have our Teachers of the Year from each campus. So we'll
Yes.
have,
So, teachers of the year, can you, like this?
nope, there's some more out there. Come on in.
Right. I'm going to say this.
Right. And I'm also honored to present our Teachers of the Year from each campus. Also, they are nominated by their campuses, and then every single staff member votes on these Teachers of the Year from the individual campuses. So as well as the teachers being recognized again Thursday night at our banquet, when they got selected for Teacher of the Year, they did not know it also came with a rigorous homework assignment. So we presented them with gift cards and lots of goodies from businesses all over the community, and then I handed them their homework assignment. So they have competed in a rigorous application process with essays and in-person interviews or video interviews, and they will go on to compete for the Teacher of the Year from Floresville ISD. That will be announced Thursday at the banquet. We'll have an elementary Teacher of the Year and a secondary Teacher of the Year, and those two winners will go on to represent Floresville ISD at the competition for Region 20, and then potentially at the state and the national level. So one of their questions, it's my favorite question, is what is going to be your message to teachers all across the state of Texas? And they all had some wonderful answers. I can't say there were not any tears shed in the room, but they're all very, very dedicated educators. And so I'm going to present them to you tonight. So, Ms. Kimberly Estrada from Floresville North Elementary. And Talisha Ibada from Floresville Middle School. Marisa Garcia from Early Childhood. Amber Yankelov from Floresville High School. and Tessa Hartman from Floresville South Elementary. These are the 24-25 Floresville ISD Teachers of the Year.
Congratulations, your passion, your dedication, your commitment to our students make an impact every day in the classroom. This is a real honor, and you represent the best parts of what it means to be a teacher. Congratulations, we're very proud of you and happy to have you on our team.
And good luck for being teacher.
Ready? One,
Y'all come on up. Your colleague, I'm excited for you. Come on, my shaking the boys, man. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, kids.
Congratulations. Thank you
I was
so
gonna
much.
start this way go around.
Next, we will have the boys and girls academic all-state for soccer and golf. To Coach Martinez, I'll let you take it, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Shadroff, Board of Trustees, Dr. Gilshap, thank you for having us today. No. It's all about you today.
You have soccer with a lot of kids.
Yes, sir. Mr. Harvey, if you'd like to sit, we have seats here available if you'd like to.
Okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I'd just like to thank you for taking the time to recognize our kids today. Not only do they excel on the playing field and the field of competition, but academically they are above and beyond about what they do in the classroom, how they take care of their business. I'm really proud of how many kids we have here today. Our boys and girls soccer team, who had another incredible season. Our boys and girls golf team, who had a historic season as well. But more importantly, how they represented our program in the classroom, and then how they represent us in the community.
Good evening, board members. So I had 6 seniors out of the 8 make academic all-state this year, which I'm very proud of. They were a big part of, they're actually helping us grow this program. I've had them for a long time now, and these past 2 years, it was like, if we're gonna make the playoffs, maybe we always seem to miss it by 1 or 2 points, but now it seems like it's a guarantee now. I feel like it's expected of us to make sure we make the playoffs. We get to that second round. The second round's been a little challenging, but they've definitely been able to close the gap. I always tell them, you're closing the gap, which makes the biggest difference. And they're a very athletic group of girls, and these are just some of the things that they're involved in other than like making straight A's during the season. So between the group of them, they're in cheer, dance, band, track, cross country, NHS, HOSA, Peanut Festival Princess, Altar Service Ministry, SAPD Explore Program, referee in Wilson County, lifeguard. So the fact that they're a big part of Floresville ISD outside of soccer and also the community, that's what I'm most proud of them. They're very well-rounded young ladies, and I know they're going to do great things in the future. So.
All right. Congratulations. Who all do we have, Coach?
Okay, I'll just do it by here. Courtney, Mick, and Maya. Sorry. Okay, Ava Salazar. Melissa Ramirez. Gisela Costa. Isabella Garza. And Caitlin Reed. Proud of you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies, very much. Come on up, Coach.
Good afternoon, members of the board. I would like to present 3 of our seniors that made academic all-state. They belong to a great generation of soccer players that pretty much came and helped to shape the program as we know it today. They were part of the group that has accomplished the 3 district championships in 3 years in a row, and they're setting up the high standards that we have in our program. Their achievements are not only on the field. These young players are committed in the classroom as well, always keeping up with their grades. And I'm very proud to present them today. We have Grant Hartman, Javier Estrada, and Juan Diaz.
Thank you, Tiger, for representing us. Coach Mark?
Congratulations.
Terry.
So it may sound bad, I've only got the one, but I got to tell you, Maddie, she's been with me all 4 years, 4-year letterman. And what you have to understand is her first 2 years, she got to see the size and success of the golf team. And in her junior year, it's like, we only had 3 players. And there's a lot of different reasons for that, but she stayed with it. She pushed, she gave 100%. And then, yeah, I'm going to mirror what some of these coaches have already said. It's like we had tremendous success. We're back on the podium as a team. We sent in half the team, 2 members to regionals, and she's a big part of that success and growth. We've, really successful recruitment that she's been a part of. And so the success that we're going to see a couple of years down the road, that's all a big part of her contribution. You see it obviously on the golf course, but I can't even touch the things that she's doing in the classroom, and we're gonna miss her. You can't replace Maddie Bingham. You just hope you can get someone that's like-minded and wants to be as successful as she is. So, Maddie Bingham.
First, I want to say thank you to Tiger. It's been a great season. Very fortunate coming in my first year and having someone of his talent level made my job really easy. Love him. He was a leader for us, leader for our team, not only on the field but off the field, academically, setting that standard for our program, not only for golf, but setting that standard for the rest of our student athletes as well. Regional qualifier, he did a fantastic job for us. Really, really proud of him and really excited to see the things that he accomplishes after high school. Tiger Ramirez, academic All-Star.
I just want to say congratulations. I know all the coaches keep saying it, but they can't emphasize it enough. To put in the work y'all do on the field and in the classroom, and then all the other things y'all do, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, and it shows y'all's character. And I know as a board, we're really proud of y'all. Congrats. Thank you.
All right, we're going to all get up here for a picture now. All ones in the back, all that kind of stuff, that little routine. Come on, Coach. Nope, you're not getting out that easy.
A little crowded in
Maybe move that podium out of there. You good?
I got you. I got you.
We can have Coach right. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Come on up, Barrett. Thank y'all very much. It's a big group. Proud of y'all very much. If y'all don't mind taking the board name. Congratulations. Thank y'all very much. Congratulations, Grant. Congratulations, Grant. Good job
Good, how are you?
Congratulations.
About when you were in school,
And now we will have our state qualifiers for track. Coach Martinez.
Yes, sir. Thank you again. I have the distinct honor today to recognize two special individuals today because our track coaches are at a middle school track meet today. So they asked me to fill in, so I'll do my best to do them justice. I was left with some very specific notes here, so I'm going to read them so I don't mess this up. We'll start with Caden Seipert, freshman state qualifier in the 1600 meter relay. 1600 meter run. We're incredibly proud of Caden for an outstanding freshman track season. In his first year running high school track, Caden has already made history as he is the Floresville High School record holder for the 3200 meter and was crowned district and area champion in both the 1600 and the 3200 meter. He also qualified for area in the 800 meter, earned regional medals in both the 1600 and the 3200, and was the state qualifier in the 1600 meters. The only freshman to qualify for the race, where he placed top 7 in the state. Caden played a vital role in helping bring the varsity boys district and area team championship to Floresville. Caden also holds school records in the 1500 meters and 3000 meter. His hard work, determination, and talent have made the season to remember. I'll say firsthand, just on my own part, that this kid is pretty incredible, and he's a fierce competitor because if he doesn't win the match or the race, I mean, he's pretty upset. And I'm like, Caden, holy cow, man, most people are just happy to be here. And here's a freshman who didn't win state as a freshman. He got 7th, which is incredible in itself. He's still a fierce competitor. I'm really proud of Caden, and we're really excited for him to lead our track and cross-country program for the next 3 years. Caden, congratulations. All right. Next, I have the honor of introducing, although she needs no recognition because she's very well versed in our program, Sloan Paul, senior, state qualifier in high jump. Sloan is our school record holder in high jump, 5'6". She is the 2-time district champion, 2-time area qualifier, 2-time area medalist, 2-time regional qualifier, and 1-time regional medalist. She also qualified for the Texas Relays, and this year she qualified for the state, making her top 9 in the state in 4A high jump. We want to thank Sloan for all her hard work and dedication to sport of track. Sloan will be playing volleyball at Texas A&M Kingsville next year in the fall, and we're really proud of her. Sloan has had an incredible season. Me personally, she's made a huge impact on me since I first got here. She welcomed me in. She bought into anything I asked her to do. When I asked the girls to get in the weight room, she didn't bat an eye. She got in there and lifted just like everybody else did, and I was really proud of her, and I'm really appreciative of what she was able to do for our program. Sloan, congratulations. We're really proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you do great things at the next level.
The state level is a lot of hard work. People do not understand the time and effort that you have to take on your own plus at school. So to get that, and Caden, a freshman, wow, honey, 7th, that's awesome. Don't ever discourage it. I mean, there was a lot of other kids would have loved to have been 7th, but that self-determination will make you do better. So keep running in the summer and you go. And Sloan, oh, I'm so proud of you. You just look like you should be a model and you know, you go the 5'6", that is the high, and you're a senior, and I'm very proud. The Texas Relays, I know what it takes to get asked to be in it, and that's like a great honor in itself. And good luck next year. So proud of you.
Thank you for representing Florida for the last 8 years. approved?
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Come on up, parents, if you need to.
Looking forward to the next year. I didn't have some records before you came this fast. Enjoyed watching. Alex. Thank you, Dr. Appreciate you guys. Congratulations. I hate losing you. Good luck to fifth year redshirt. Yeah. Give her one more year.
Thank you, sir, for
I wish you well. Good. Yeah, no doubt. You traded me. Or
Oh, I congratulations.
Okay, now we will have our FFA state qualifiers. Ms. Horner, I'll pass it over to you and she can send it around.
Traffic control.
No, bring them all in. Go ahead, Mr. Billings, will second one first. You're already there. There you go.
There's quite a few of us, luckily.
There are, that's good, that's good. There you go, squeeze in there.
Parents, come on, we'll let y'all walk around.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go find Mr. Billings.
I'll go.
There you go.
There you go, Country, be a leader.
All right, well, I'll get started. Thank you for inviting us to come this evening. We really appreciate y'all's support throughout the year. We had a great spring semester. The kids worked really hard. I'm going to introduce my 3 teams, and then the ladies are going to introduce their teams. The first team that went to state this year was Tractor Technician. Tyler Billings was in that, Matthew Michigimba, and Ryan Street. And so this contest, like it says, Tractor Technician, it has 3 components. It has a written test that is really broad, electrical, mechanical, hydraulics. It's really broad. It's 100 questions they have to take. The second part is components, where they have to evaluate components on a table. There are 20 components, 5 true false, 2 minutes for each component, and they rotate around the room. They have to use multimeters, read manuals as they're answering, so it's really, you really don't have to know anything if you can read fast and interpret. So it really builds a lot of skills as far as learning how to do things. Those 2 are not the fun part. The fun part is debugging. Another company that I need to thank is Bone Tractor and Shiner. They loaned the school. I went over there and he said, "Oh, I know who you are. You can take that tractor." And he gave me a $80,000 tractor that we had sitting at the school for 2 weeks. And they let the kids go through, pull wires, pull plugs. What does this do? Well, I don't know, let's find out. Pull the wire. And so we went through and tried to learn that tractor the best we could. We went to Houston Stock Show, that's where the state contest is. 35 teams were there, I believe, that were from around the state. Those were the top teams that qualified to go. From those top 35, the tests and the components, the top 10 get to go down in the green chips on the floor in the finals. And so we made the finals, that was kind of our goal. We ended up 9th, but we were really proud and happy to be there. At 10 in the state of Texas, that's a pretty good accomplishment. They did get their tractor started, so they have 30 minutes to debug the tractor. Basically, the professionals that sponsor the contest go in and they pull plugs, they put bad relays, they put bad fuses in it, and they're given a work order that says customer complaints won't start, AC's not blowing hard, different things. And they had 30 minutes. They got just about all the problems fixed other than one. But they did an awesome job. They drove. So you have 30 minutes and then you have to drive on a track. And there's a lot of pressure when you're on the clock and you have those problems. So they did an awesome job. And so I'm real proud of them. let's see, so Ryan, come over here. You guys squeeze together. So this is team number 2. ATMS, it's easier said, it's an AgMech contest. So this is a contest that changes every year and forces me to keep learning every year because I've got to learn new stuff to teach them. This year the theme areas were electric motors, PVC pipe, small engines, and welding, and I'm missing one. Sprayers, boom sprayers. We'd like to thank the File Farms. We went out there one afternoon and Jason File walked us through calibrating a boom sprayer. It was pretty interesting. We learned a lot. These young men had to go to a contest at A&M and they had a boom sprayer set up. They had a clock. They had to time it, take a collection from nozzle and calibrate gallons per acre. So, I mean, they learned a lot about real world farming and how to problem solve. That's what that contest is really about. The electric motors, they learned the parts of the motor. They learned how to not calibrate, but calculate wattage, volts times amps, and then how to calibrate like your kilowatt hour and electricity, how you get charged, compare motors and decide which motor would work best in this application for whatever it may be. So it's a real world contest. I really like it. And these guys were top 10 in the state in that. And that is a tough contest.
Who we got in this one?
This one is the same crew with the addition of Ryan Barr and Wesley Kutzer. Moving down the line, these ladies and one gentleman, they wanted me not to talk about it. They said just be real fast. So I'm going to take my time. We have Nicole Lee, Cambry Engel, Taryn Finleary, and James Marlowe. And so they were poultry judges, and the poultry contest is big. I told them I didn't go through and count across the state, but I'm guessing 300 to 400 teams statewide, and they were 14th in the state. It's a contest that requires a lot of studying. There's a test, and the test is deep. I mean, it's like picture your worst college science test where you had to study. It's the tip of the iceberg with the poultry judging. It's crazy. Besides that, they evaluated live birds, food products, carcass grading like a USDA inspector at a slaughter plant would do. So it's a great contest. They do egg grading, interior and exterior factors, and they did a great job. They worked really hard. It's hard to get there, and we were really excited to get there this year.
Okay, we're gonna move around.
You got to pull
There's
that
lots of
connection
kids.
over. Y'all got to switch. Y'all got to come over here in the middle. There you go.
Awesome. My name's Ms. Perner, and I coach the Milk Quality and Products team. A little bit about that team, there's a few components to it. One of them is figuring out the different defects in milk. So they have to taste whether it's salty, malty, rancid, acidic. Sounds really gross, but actually it's not that bad. Bating Brothers Dairy actually helped us out a lot by providing the raw milk to mix for us and the silage that we made our feed mixes with. They also have to identify 10 different types of cheeses. That's always the fun part. They get to snack because they don't eat breakfast before, so they can taste everything, so they kind of snack at the cheese table. They also have to go through a section that's dairy and non-dairy products. So they have to determine whether or not something is a dairy product or a non-dairy product, and then tell you what fat percentage that product has. On top of that, they have to memorize 350 questions, and they have to do a practicum of math where they have to tell you effective price per hundredweight. They have to calculate calories, do conversions, all that kind of fun stuff. They were first in district, first in area, and sixth in the state. And really cool, Jake Sova. So the team is Hallie Orth, Chase Schultz, Jake Sova, Aaron Friesenhunt, and Natalie Valdez. Jake Sova actually tied a three-way tie for first with a 308 out of a 325. And then I did my research in the past 10 years, there's been no one close to a 308 at a state contest. So that's really impressive. They spent a lot of time preparing for this contest, and I'm really proud of the outcome that we got.
Good job.
All right.
I am Peggy Nichols. I'm one of the ag science teachers, and I have the floral culture team here with me. I'm made up of Mackenzie Barnett, Layla Kane, and Mallory Barnett. We are missing one tonight, unfortunately. I'm Elissa Fuentes. The team is made up of 3 seniors and a freshman. So I will be losing 3 wonderful kids on my team this next year. One of them being an early graduate. So very exciting. So part of the contest is they have to learn and memorize 180 different types of plants, tools, pests, and diseases. And then when they go to contest, they have to be able to identify 60 of those. And they like to throw some tricks out there, like they'll take the bloom off the stem and they have to be able to identify the plant by the stem. Or sometimes they'll have a root system or a bulb and they have to know what that is based on that. They also have a 50-question test or exam that they have to memorize 250 questions, and then the day of they have 50. And then they have a 10-question practicum. Each year it changes, it depends on the year. This year it was sympathy, arrangements, and funerals. And then they also have to, lost my train of thought there, keep call, and then the placing classes of different container blooming plants or floral arrangements. And this year they were 6th at area and 25th at state. And I hope next year we get to continue on the current 4-year running streak of them going to state. Started off by Mackenzie. So.
Congratulations.
So I congratulate all y'all. Y'all have represented our community and the school very well. I mean, it was a lot of top positions in the state and a lot of different unique things. You know, I look at this stuff, I look at poultry, tractor technician, a lot of real life things that you'll use, and there's a lot of complex problem solving. There was also a lot of memory, and so a lot of that really required you to buckle down, do your normal things academically, but then yet excel in this. So I appreciate that. And so I think y'all have all represented our community and yourself very well, and we thank you for that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Y'all too, come on now.
Picture.
Come on.
Ryan. Ryan's screen. Can y'all move the screens maybe more this way? Okay, I think I see everyone. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay.
Come on up here if you want to get that. All right, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take the board's hand. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah, sorry.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Street.
I've never heard of that place. Congratulations I got you rolling.
Thanks for coming back.
We will now have the Masons Lamora Award of Excellence. Mr. Ramos, I'll pass it over to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening.
On behalf of Floresville Masonic Lodge number 515, we would like to thank the administration for allowing us to recognize 2 FISD teachers for their hard work, commitment, and dedication to the children of this district. In most cases, teachers are not just classroom teachers. They mentor, they instruct, they direct, and expand the minds of their students. The Masons of Texas are very proud to support public education, and especially classroom teachers. It is an honor for us to recognize 2 such teachers. At the elementary level, Stephanie Gilchrist. And at the secondary level, I have Lila Smith. And we don't have a bag for them to give them, but we got some other stuff here. We have a certificate for each of them, and Brother Leo Broom will read what the Lamar Medal really is all about. And their names are engraved in a medal that they'll receive, and I'll let Brother Leo read this.
Mirabal Bo B. Lamar, the second president of the Republic of Texas, has been called the father of Texas public school system for his leadership in establishing quality public education in Texas. Lamar was a member of the Masonic fraternity, known then as it is today for its strong support of excellence in the public schools. With this award, we recognize your exemplary achievement and offer our warmest congratulations to you and your school.
So we have a certificate and a Lamar Medal, which has your name engraved on it.
That's good stuff there.
Thank
And like I said, we also, in the past we've done $50, and nowadays I don't think you can buy a whole lot with $50. So anyway, we increased it to $100, and congratulations to you ladies for all you do.
Thank you.
Ladies, we are so proud of you. We as a board love our teachers and our staff so much. And the investment that you put in to the classroom, to our students every day is so appreciated. And of course, later on, it shows up as they grow and as they mature. So thank you so much, ladies. And we love you and appreciate you very much.
And I just want to take an opportunity to thank the Masonic Lodge for your support in recognizing our teachers and what they do for our community and our district. Thank you all very much for recognizing our teachers.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right, we got to take a picture now.
It's a small picture this time.
Yeah.
4,000 kids.
Right up there.
Just a shot. There you go. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. More. 1, 2.
Come on up.
You don't
Come
get
on.
saying that no one ever came up.
All right, congratulations. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's our pleasure.
We appreciate it. Mr. Broom, thank you always.
Our pleasure.
Thank you, sir, for letting us come in.
Mr. Broom, it's great to see you up here doing this.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Never.
Next is the PCAT Bus Driver of the Year. Mr. Schroeder, I'll pass it over to you, sir.
Yes, I'm gonna ask Louis, my man, to come on up. So, well, good evening, Superintendent of Schools, School Board President, and Board of Trustees. It truly is an honor to stand before you tonight on behalf of PCAT, known as Property Casualty Alliance of Texas, and the Floresville Independent School District, as we come together to celebrate one of our district's everyday heroes. Our school bus drivers do far more than simply transport students. Every morning, rain or shine, they greet children with a smile, ensure they arrive safely at school, and help set a positive tone for the day. In the afternoon, they do that again. They provide that same care, often being the last encouraging face our students see before arriving home. They are more than drivers. They are role models, mentors, and truly guardians on wheels. And among them, the very best carry out this vital work with heart, integrity, and unwavering dedication to our students. This year, after a thoughtful selection process led by Mr. Ramirez, our transportation director, in partnership with PCAT, one exceptional individual stood out. A person whose dedication, professionalism, and uplifting spirit made a lasting difference every single day to our students. I actually had a few phone calls on this gentleman from parents saying how outstanding he was, and they were proud that he was our bus driver. Tonight, we honor not just what this gentleman does, but how he does it, with care, pride, and heart. Quick history, I think you'll like this, Mr. Sabota, on this honoree. He has been a driver for FISD for 11 years, with a total of 19 years driving a school bus. He had his CDL when he was a firefighter with the San Antonio Fire Department. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And he goes by the name Louie, and he's a longtime resident of the city of Floresville. As part of his recognition, our honoree received several tokens of appreciation from PCAT and the district last week. Tonight, we are honored to present him with a framed certificate of appreciation and a goodie bag from the district as a small gesture of a token of our appreciation. Now, it is my honor, on behalf of PCAT and Floresville Independent School District, to formally recognize Mr. Luis Cervantes as the 24-25 District Bus Driver of the Year. Congratulations.
Mr. Luis Cervantes, good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
You know, y'all bus drivers, y'all mean so much to us. Teachers are the life of our kids, but you guys keep them safe. And I can't tell y'all how much that we appreciate morning, evening, all the time y'all go to the special events. Y'all do a great job of keeping our kids, and y'all aren't recognized enough. So I appreciate what you do for our students. And this guy can keep somebody safe. He's kept a lot of chiefs and officers safe in the fire department. Your years of service, I appreciate that. And coming back, helping Floresville ISD means a lot to our community. You staying here and helping us.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate that, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
So, thank you.
Well, thank you. Sir. Thanks, sir. Thank you.
You want to switch?
Yes.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, one more. 1, 2.
All right, come on. There you go. If you don't mind shaking their hands, I appreciate it very much.
Thanks again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, sir. I'll have to tell you that guy.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Last is the Edwards Risk Management Safe Employee Recognition. Again, Mr. Schroeder.
Yeah, Lord, it just gets better.
All right.
So, good evening again. Yoli, would you please come forward? This lady will put a smile on anybody's face, I promise you. And Mr. Martinez, would you please come forward? And Miss Sandy, Mr. Gonzalez, I'm sorry. And you'll give this right here. Here you go. So again, thank you for the opportunity to recognize an exceptional employee who has made a significant impact on our district's culture of safety. See that smile? So that's her. This year, the Safe Employee Recognition Campaign has allowed us to celebrate individuals who exemplify a strong commitment to workplace safety. Since the beginning of the school year, department supervisors and administrators have nominated employees across the district who consistently prioritize safety in their daily responsibilities. Among the many outstanding individuals recognized throughout this campaign, one employee truly stood out. After a thorough review by our Safe Employee Committee, led by our Maintenance Director, Mr. Gonzalez, in partnership with Edwards Risk Management, this individual, Yoli, has been selected to receive the highest honor, being named the 2024-2025 Safe Honor Roll Employee. This recognition is deserved for someone who goes above and beyond, demonstrating leadership and safety, helping others avoid injury, consistently modeling safe practices, properly using PPR, which is personal protective equipment, and ensuring correct handling, storage, and disposing of cleaning chemicals. This person continually upholds both district and state safety standards with unwavering dedication. It is my honor tonight to stand in front of you to formally recognize this individual. As part of this recognition, this recipient will receive a personalized 24-25 Safe Employee Recognition Campaign jacket and shirt, along with a goodie bag with many tokens of our appreciation. Board, community, please join me in congratulating Yolanda Martinez as our 24-25 Safe Honor Roll Employee of the Year. She didn't know what I was going to say. I've known her for a long time.
Ms. Martinez, thank you for your 25 years of being dedicated to the Floresville ISD. Being a custodian is a very appreciative job. A lot of people don't take it for consideration, but it's a lot of work. 14 years at the campus is a tremendously, at one campus is pretty good. So good luck to you and congratulations on being a district Safe Employee of the Month.
She truly has a smile on her face every time, no matter what's going on, and she knows that campus forward and backward. Thank you very much.
That's why she's a lead custodian.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2.
I'll hold your bag for you while you shake hands.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'll hold that one for you. There you go. If you don't mind shaking her hand too, you work for it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you for everything you do for school. Thank you.
That's a hard job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Petrie, do we have any public comments other than the one I have right here?
Just one.
Let me read a little information about the public comment. The board encouraged comments about the district from the members of the public. Anyone who has signed up to speak in advance of the meeting in accordance with the board procedures may do so at this time. The board asks that each participant's comments are limited to items on the agenda pertaining to district business and no longer than 2 minutes. Remember, the board may not discuss or act upon any issues that are not posted on the agenda. In addition, the board has adopted policy to provide prompt and equitable resolution of complaints and concerns for employees, students, or their parents, and the general public. Copies of our district policies and procedures on public comment and filing complaints are available at www.fisd.us. At this time, Ms. Marissa Terry, if you'll come up, please.
You want to ask Ms. Petrie?
Ms. Petrie, if you'll to keep the time, please, that would be helpful.
I think at this point I'd stop being nervous, but I am. So I promise I'm not going to try and hindsight you to death. I just feel like there's things we could learn, and having been on the task force, the number one thing that comes to mind is as soon as it was a one proposition $95 million bond, it was immediate that some people weren't going to be able to afford the tax implications of that, and so even if they liked the projects, they were going to have to vote no. And so I hate that position. So I'm not going to argue the one proposition thing. What I am potentially going to argue for is doing kind of a financial demographic study. I don't know if that's a term, but it makes sense in my mind to figure out where Floresville residents are. Because yes, our properties are potentially worth a lot more than people paid for them back in the day, but they're also having to pay all sorts of money because of that, right? So they aren't necessarily with their $300,000 house able to take on those additional taxes, or their $500,000 house. Like, it's still a burden to have to take on more taxes. So to really find out where they are and what they can afford, and then that's a cost, that's a tax rate, and from that figure out what projects we can do within that range, rather than having the 1.5 be the cap that we're looking at, and that be the price range, and that be the tax increase, because clearly that didn't work. It didn't work for a lot of people. It would have been uncomfortable for me. It would have been a huge increase, and I didn't even explain the bond to my husband because I knew that he wouldn't have voted yes for it, so I just left it off the table entirely. It was a burden, but I love the projects, and so I tried to keep projects in the conversation so at least people would know what is needed throughout the facilities. And to that end, I took the 91-page strategic facility plan, and I was able to cut it down to 11 pages. So if we could make the information more attainable to people, that would also be helpful. If I could leave this information with you guys, because like I said, I was nervous, so I got off task a little bit, but I have bullet points. If I could leave them with you in addition to the summary.
Yeah, leave them with Ms. Petrie.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Ms. Terry, I appreciate your comments, and thank you for bringing that information for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will now continue with the reports and updates with Superintendent Report by Dr. Gilstrap.
First of all, we've been in for an hour. That's a lot of recognition. It's been a big spring. So thank you very much for recognizing our students, taking time to do so as a board and a community. The first thing I want to do is introduce Ms. Stephanie Cruz. If you could please step up, Ms. Cruz. Ms. Cruz will be our new principal at Floresville North Elementary next year. She comes to us with 19 years of experience in education. She served as a teacher, an ESL and bilingual coordinator, an assistant principal, and most recently as a science coordinator at Edgewood ISD. Stephanie brings to us not only her wealth of experience, but she's also an active member in our Floresville community. She has 3 students that all attend Floresville ISD right now. So we're excited to see what she does and how we can support her and the great things that are going to happen in North Elementary. Welcome aboard, Ms. Cruz. Thank you so much for being here. We will give you a couple of seconds if you want to say a few words. I didn't tell you. I'm going to put you on the spot.
But I'm not shy at the same time. So no, I'm super excited for this opportunity to, as I am a fellow resident of Floresville, and I know that my kids have come through this system and went to that campus. And so I'm super excited to take what I've learned and be able to give back to my community. So thank you, and I'm excited to work with you.
Her first day will be the Tuesday after Memorial Day, so it'll be May the 27th, and we look forward to that. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you once again.
Yes.
Welcome. If you want to, thank you. You can introduce your family.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Well, that's the one that's pretty exciting.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, I'll introduce my family. So my supporting husband, my son Nathan, who is a 5th grader at Floresville North. My kids aren't shy.
so
My
shy.
daughter Victoria, who is a middle schooler, just came out of the track meet, got second place, 24, yes. And then my son, who will be a senior next year, Isaiah Cruz, also with cross country and track.
Thank you
stars.
very much. Thank y'all very
Thank
much. So as of Friday, and actually I can update it and say as of today, the Texas Senate still has not moved forward with House Bill 2, which is our public school funding bill. There is some concern that the Senate will make drastic changes to that funding amount and how it's going to be provided to the districts or to schools across the state before it's finalized. Since it's unclear, we have to move forward. Our fiscal year starts July 1. Since it's unclear on how the pending legislation is going to work out, and the fact that we must approve a budget by the end of June, we're recommending that we move forward as conservative manner as possible with no expected changes in the funding formula. We can always go back and do budget amendments. Obviously, if the state does come through, I've already prepared the HR department as well as the business department that they may have to be burning some midnight oil because if the state comes through at the 11th hour at the end of May or early June and does come through with some funding formula change, we'll obviously be making those adjustments before the end of June. But fear not, we can always come back after we adopt a budget and make adjustments. We should keep that in mind as we move forward. We will have a Finance Committee meeting on Friday, May the 23rd at 9 a.m. to discuss any kind of priorities within next year's budget. Also, board members, we are looking at Monday, June the 9th at 6 o'clock for a budget workshop. That'll be an opportunity for the full board to review the proposed budget before we come at the end of the month with a recommended budget. So please let me know or Alyssa know if you're going to be available on Monday, June the 9th. We are looking at the end of June, as we usually do, a special call meeting on Wednesday, June the 25th at 6:30. The agenda will include a proposed budget for next fiscal year as well as any other regular items. We will not have a regular meeting in July. That will take the place of our regular meeting in the month of July. Hopefully all of our principals were jotting down those times and dates. They got it. TEA did come through with Region 20 and conducted an intruder audit detection, which is an IDA, of a campus on Monday, May the 5th. The audit concluded with one finding. Details regarding the finding are not available publicly due to security concerns, but will be provided to the board as well as the Safety and Security Committee in executive session. We will complete all required corrective actions, including retraining of all staff members and notifying the Texas School Safety Center of such. Thus far, we've had 6 audits this year, and we have only had one finding. So we need to make sure we're correcting that. Graduation's coming up. It is the culminating event for the district. It's when we obviously recognize our seniors and celebrate with them. Graduation will be Friday, May the 23rd at 7:30 at Eschenberg Field. Board members will need to meet at the Tigers Den by 7 o'clock so that we can enter the field on time and make sure we get started on time. Please make sure that you have your parking pass, which should be included at your desk this evening, so that you can park in the Tigers Den parking lot. This is an opportunity to not only celebrate with the class of 2025, but also their families and our communities in this great event at the end of the year. Also provided at your spot is a list of upcoming events. There's too numerous to name, and once again, you are encouraged to attend any and all of those events, but the ones in blue, you're cordially invited. Please let us know in advance if you're going to be able to make it. Those are typically our banquets and things where dinners may be served. A couple other things that did come in late after I printed this. We have a state qualifier, a sophomore in tennis. Her name is Lily Marcinowski. I think I said that right. Did I say that one right? She is a sophomore and she qualified for state in tennis, and that's going to be this next week in San Antonio. So congratulations to her. We will recognize her in the month of June. Also this weekend, we will be hosting the South Texas Coaches Association All-Star Weekends. We're going to have volleyball, boys and girls basketball, as well as football. So we're going to have a community full. It's a great opportunity to show off our community. They're going to be eating in our restaurants. They're going to be visiting all the places around the community and representing. We will be representing our community well. The TASB Summer Leadership Institute is scheduled for June the 12th and 13th. It's a great opportunity for board members to receive their required board training hours. We have registered 100% of our board members this year, so thank y'all very much for that. With that recognition, I believe we get a reserved table at lunch. We don't have to go in and rush the crowd and try to stay in the table whenever it's time to eat. If y'all don't know, that's a big deal. Like all these board members
Eating
rush
on your
the
lap
room
is not fun.
to try to save seats, but since we're 100%, I believe we get our own reserved table. So thank you, board members, for your commitment to continuing to grow in what we do in education. Our community appreciates it, and we as a district as well. Also included at in your packet is the hiring and the personnel contracts that we've offered for this evening and for this month. If you'll notice, we once again have no hirings of non-certified DOI teachers. These are the ones that we have, along with the openings that are there in your packet. We are offering contracts. That's what we're focused on with our calendar. We're getting a lot of feedback from potential teachers that's one of the things that they're really looking at. We do have more applicants than what we've had in the past few years, so thank you for doing that. You'll see our enrollment is, as of last Friday, was 4,021. Our average daily attendance for the year is 93.23. Again, not quite to our goal of 94%. However, it is above what we've built in our budget, and so we are operating well within our budget for this year. Board members, any questions? Thank you.
Next on the agenda is item number 5, first action items. First action item is the consent agenda by Dr. Gilstrap.
Board members, we have our typical consent agenda. However, this time we have 3 donations that are all exceed $1,000, so they do require board action. Thank you very much, Mr. Cruz, for coming. Thank you. Thank you. We do have 3 donations. We have $2,000 from the FFA Booster Club, and that is for the state convention this summer. We have $12,490 from our Athletic Booster Club. That's to replace our inflatable run-through. So thank you to the Booster Club for Coach Martinez and Ms. Angle. Thank you all for getting that together so that we can get us a new run-through. And then finally, we do have a donation for $36,855.35. That is in furniture and materials. Dr. Schluter went to, where's she at? Dr. Schluter went over to Indico Sales, had a huge warehouse giveaway, it sounded like. And they came in and contacted some school districts, and she went over there and got a list of furniture. You can see it in your packet, and they donated that to the school, but they said, we're just giving it to you, here's the paperwork. And so she said, well, I'll just donate it to the school. So technically it's from Dr. Schluter, but really Indico Sales stepped in and made a huge donation to the district. So typical consent agenda along with 3 donations. If there's any questions, administration recommends the board approve the consent agenda as presented.
I move to accept the administration's recommendation.
I second it.
A motion has been made by Craig Mutz and second by Monterey. Do we have any further discussions or questions? If not, I'll ask you to raise your hand in favor. 7, all in favor. Thank you.
Thank you, board members. And thank you to those that made the donation.
Yeah, for donations. We will now consider the approval of a resolution of canvassing the returns and declaring the results of the bond election by Mr. Schroeder.
Good evening. The canvass must be conducted in an open meeting of the governing body between Tuesday, May 6, 2025 and Wednesday, May 14, 2025. The district's bond attorney has prepared the required legal documents for the canvassing. In addition, a resolution canvassing the returns and declaring the results of a bond election and other matters in connection therewith is attached for your viewing and signature. Also, the unofficial summary results report from the Wilson County Elections Office is attached for your viewing. The official summary results report will be posted as soon as they are released from the Wilson County Elections Office. The canvassing authority shall prepare a tabulation showing the votes for and against early votes, provisional votes, absentee votes, and election day votes. The tabulation may be prepared as a separate document or may be entered directly into the attached resolution. Are there any questions? If there are no questions, administration recommends the board approve the attached canvass resolution canvassing the returns and declaring the results of the bond election.
I'll move to accept administration's recommendation.
I second it.
I have a motion by Marshall Fleer and a second by Dr. Joel Odom. Any further questions or discussions? Okay. By show of hands in favor? 7-0. Thank you all. I appreciate the community coming out and being active in the election. So it was a tough decision for us as a board of trustees through the long process of 2 to 3 years of looking at the entire facilities, doing a task force. So we definitely appreciate the community coming out, being vocal and showing us what they believe in and giving us some direction. We appreciate that. We're going to kind of regroup and kind of see where we go here from now. The need doesn't go away. Everything that was listed in the complete 95, all those things were a priority. There wasn't one that was a higher priority than the other. So we will need to regroup and figure out where we go from here. So we do appreciate everyone who put a lot of time and effort into it. Ms. Martinez, we definitely appreciate you being there on the front, making sure that we are out there on social media. But thank y'all, everyone who came out and voted and putting trust in the school district. So thank you all. All right. Next, we will consider approval of the resolution for submission of grant application for the Floresville ISD Police Department Property Room Project to the Public Safety Office Criminal Justice Division, also by Mr. Schroeder.
Yes, sir. The Floresville ISD Police Department, led by Chief Key, is seeking approval to submit a grant application for a property and evidence room enhancement project. This initiative is designed to bring the department into full compliance with state and federal laws and regulations related to the processing, documentation, storage, and disposal of evidence. The proposed upgrades will provide sufficient space for the secure storage of current evidence with additional capacity to accommodate future growth. Grant funds will be used to acquire critical equipment and infrastructure, including an incinerator, high security cabinets, evidence management software, both digital and physical, a high security door lock with audit trail functionality, an alarmed refrigerator, a desktop computer, evidence lockers, and all necessary supplies and tools for proper evidence handling. This grant is 100% funded and does not require any matching funds from the district. As part of the application process, the board must adopt a resolution authorizing the administration to proceed with the submission. A copy of the proposed resolution is attached for your viewing. Are there any questions, board members?
They've already made the presentation to the organization.
That is correct, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And it's looking good thus far, correct, Chief?
That's correct. They have approved it pending resolution.
Is it a separate building or a set that you've taken a room somewhere?
Thank you to Mr. Rios. He's been so kindly, if he's in here, he is. He's given up a little bit. It was basically a large book room.
Oh, okay.
It's climate controlled and so forth, and so he generously, that's teamwork,
Okay.
working with Chief, and so, thank you,
Say, where
Mr.
is
Rios.
that going?
We know, we probably don't want to know, let everyone
Yeah.
know where it's at. I'm gonna ask where we put it.
Okay, if there are no further questions, administration recommends the board approve the resolution for submission of grant application for the Floresville ISD Police Department Property Evidence Room Project to the Office of the Governor Criminal Justice Division as presented.
President, I move to accept the administration recommendation.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have Jason Sabota who made a recommendation to accept the recommendation, second by Craig Meeks. Any further discussion? By show of hands in favor? 7-0. Thank you. Last, we will consider the approval of the interlocal agreement for the K-9 narcotics detection for the 2025-2026 school year with participating districts. Again, Mr. Schroeder will cover
Yes,
this.
sir. Floresville ISD has partnered with 4 other school districts. Those 4 school districts are Lavernia, Stockdale, Poth, and Fall City to develop an interlocal agreement that permits Floresville ISD to provide its specially trained canine, TEMA, and handler to conduct drug detection inspections at participating high school and middle school campuses, those 4. At the beginning of each term year, the host district will coordinate with Floresville ISD to schedule a minimum of 6 and a maximum of 10 inspections subject to FISD's availability, meaning is our dog and our dog handler available. The cost per inspection at the host district campus is $300. If they need an extra time that's not already scheduled, that price goes up based again on our availability. The term of this agreement begins on August 1, 2025 and concludes on July 31st, 2026. A copy of the proposed interlocal agreement is attached for your review. Are there any questions?
Have we talked to the other districts and they're all on board if we get this and go through with it? They're like, they'll use
Yes,
it?
sir. I've personally, Dr. Gilstrap, and I've personally talked to all 4 of those superintendents. They've already taken it to their board for approval. They're just waiting for us for final
They haven't
review.
been approved yet, but we've talked to them.
Yes, sir.
They are excited about the opportunity.
Are they?
Yes, it's going to be a little bit of a cost savings for them. And then I think they were pretty impressed with our dog and their ability. So at one of our county meetings where we were meeting in my office, we hit a few things and she came in and went straight to it and they were all like, yeah, perfect, we love her. It's yeah, much better.
Good for everybody.
Good for everybody. They were excited about it.
And the other thing, it offsets some of our costs too.
It's good, cheap thing.
Yes, sir. Okay, if there's no further questions, administration recommends the board approve the interlocal agreement for canine narcotics detection for the 25-26 school year as presented.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the administration's recommendation.
I second it.
I have a motion by Dr. Odom and a second by Bonner Reed. Any further discussions or questions? Show of hands. 7-0.
Thank you, Board of Trustees.
The board will now convene into an executive session pursuant to the Texas Government Code Section 551.074 and personnel and 551.08 security. No voting will take place in the closed session. Any action the board wishes to take as a result of the discussions in closed session will take place after the board reconvenes in the open meeting. The time is 7:48. The board will now reconvene in open session at 10:41. We will now consider approval of action item 7A. Consider the approval of the items discussed in the executive session.
Mr. President, I move to accept the superintendent's contract as discussed in closed session.
I'll second that.
Okay, we've had a motion by Jason Sabota and a second by Craig Moots to accept the motion of the extension of the superintendent's contract as discussed in executive session. Any other discussion, comments? Show of hands, all in favor? Vote is 7-0.
Thank you, board members. I appreciate it very much. Family does as well.
We have now concluded our agenda for this meeting. Is there any further business? Hearing none, the meeting is adjourned at 10:42.